Well, one thing for the last couple of days, today included, all the way back to Monday, we've been very consistent with our temperatures. Yesterday morning, our lows were 18. This morning, they were 18 for Grand Junction. Yesterday, it was 14 for Montrose. Today, it's 13 for Montrose. So yeah, on the low side of things, fairly consistent. Not very considerate of me. Sorry, Gunnison. Today we were supposed to get to the positive side of the single digits. We did another morning at the minus readings, but there's the consistency again. And we're also experiencing the same thing on our afternoon high temperatures as well. And I'll get to that in just a moment. But notice we have some improvements. Tomorrow morning, our low temperatures, and that's going to be thanks to the incoming cloud coverage. We have that little system that's passing through quickly. It's a real small window of opportunity for this storm system, but it will put some cloud coverage down for the morning hours, and that'll help our low temperatures. It's also allowing some snow to fall in the high country right now, not the clouds, but the colder temperatures, and with the system passing through. I mentioned earlier we had the snow plows, Olaf up on Highway 65, the Grand Mesa. That one's moving through, clearing some snow, and you're likely going to encounter more if you're traveling tonight. But we end up dry. The western slope, Delta, Grand Junction, Montrose, we start to clear tomorrow. We'll see that sunshine return. So this is a very small window for this storm system to pass through. On satellite radar imagery, it looks rather imposing, but the bulk of the activity right now is just around Meeker. When we thin out the clouds, we get rid of satellite imagery, and we just focus on precipitation that's making it to the ground. Colorado Highway 13 out of Rifle northbound, Meeker, Craig, these areas are encountering some light snow flurries. And of course, if you're traveling from Rangeley or if you're getting on Highway 40, yes, you are going to encounter, especially the higher elevations you go on these state highways, so please take it easy. But if you're traveling tomorrow morning, the system's going to be in exit mode, and we'll already have clear skies. So this is just primarily this evening and during the overnight hours where you're going to run into some travel issues. Current temperatures right now, pretty close to the freezing mark for a few spots. Gunnison checking in the mid-20s right now, so will Pitkin County. We're going to continue to drop these temperatures, obviously. And now here's the consistency again. Now remember, yesterday and Monday, we had 45 degrees for both recordings for both Montrose and Grand Junction. So a little bit of cooling today, but that's because we had that cloud coverage incoming, and of course, these not all that bad. We will get some improvements. We'll take a little dip tomorrow afternoon in the temperatures for a few spots. Not a whole lot of improvements. A couple of well, the opposite of improvement for tomorrow in Montrose, but we've been to these temperatures. We've experienced the same below average pattern for quite some time. Getting into the weekend, we should push our temperatures, both the lows and the highs, back to the averages, and that'll be our weekend. Dry, partly cloudy. Dare I say mild? How about we just say pretty close to the averages for this time of the year? Now, one of the things that popped up early this morning that I had not anticipated, but it's okay. Winter weather advisory. This is for the northern mountain zones. This is for portions of eastern Garfield County, eastern Rio Blanco County, and also another winter weather advisory down in the southeastern corner of the state. So this includes Raton Pass. So if you're exiting I-25 tomorrow, that's likely where you will encounter some snow. The last part of the day, because that winter weather advisory expires at 5 p.m. The winter weather advisory, as I talked about in the northern zones, expires at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So the projection for snow totals, not deep, but we do have some for the Grand Mesa. So if you like to go cross-country skiing or snowshoeing tomorrow morning on the Grand Mesa, you'll have some freshies. Now you have to wait for the powder on Friday morning when Powderhorn Mountain Resort opens up. They're going to do so with great conditions, and many other resort communities are going to open up on Thursday, Friday, and this weekend. So a lot of alpine enthusiasts are going to get their, what is it, the piste, get their piste on, the downhill. Good times. So snow, you will encounter some along the I-70 corridor. In fact, I talked about the snow plows. You're going to encounter them first and foremost right around Dow Junction, but any stretch along I-70, they're working tonight. Their expectation is to get some snowfall. Again, the deeper snow totals will be further to the north. So we have very minimal impact here on the western slope, moderate impact through the mountain zones, and then exiting through the state tomorrow afternoon. Somewhat significant impacts. Now, we just add cloud coverage tonight. We maintain rather quiet, but there's that fresh snow I talked about for the Grand Mesa. The system continues to exit tomorrow afternoon. On the western slope, we get clearing, and while we have cool temperatures, we still will have some lingering snow showers on the front range and exiting the state. Now, this system is going to continue plunging southbound, so once we get into Friday, we're going to hear about it in New Mexico with some active snow down in the land of enchantment. Meanwhile, as we get into our weekend, we're going to do so on a dry note, and we're we're going to do so on a warming trend. We will get to the averages by the weekend for Grand Junction for the afternoons, upper 40s, and that's going to feel pretty good along with our mid-20s in the morning hours. Now, our next round of snow could come in Saturday night, so if you're traveling, it's just another light little duster, but we have a more significant storm system that's going to pop up for the beginning and middle of next week, and that, my friends and family, that's how we're going to wrap up the month of November. Begin December with colder temperatures and some snow.